So to proceed for this meeting, the 263rd meeting, I will invite our beloved club president and distinguished Toastmaster, and he is a principal educator and principal of Smart India. So to proceed for this, I will welcome on the stage with a round of applause distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer.
Good evening to everybody. Good evening. As a part of the presidential notes at the beginning, I welcome each and everybody to the physical as well as virtual platform. And as there is no guest, let us all, I think there are no guests right today, on and off on. Just a welcome note. If there is a will, there is a way. And if there is strong will, we can make any helpful task in our fist. Thank you very much. Without further ado, let us all welcome the dynamic personality for today. That is the person who is going to take away all the credits, how to run the Toastmaster meetings. Let us all welcome the Toastmaster of the day, DGM Shiva Pramod on the days.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
The World Water Day is celebrated on March 22nd each year to emphasize the significance of water and to create awareness about global water crisis. The primary purpose of celebrating this day is to provide access to clean water and sanitation for everyone by 2030. Mahatma Gandhi said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." This means that we must set an example, implement the right kind of changes in order to make the world a beautiful place. In other words, if we want to see a change in a place, we should be the one. Do it first for ourselves. Rather than blaming others, making others wrong, or expecting other people or situations to change. Instead, each individual would realize that when you change, the world around changes. With this, we are going to start our today's meeting.
Good evening, Susan. Toastmaster Susan is a good evening.
Today, every success of a meeting is the how the role players conduct their roles. We have a team of role players for today's meeting. First, we have a dynamic personality, a very enthusiastic, always with a smiling face. Let us all put your hands together to welcome our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Susan Abraham.
Good evening, all of you. Great to be in this meeting. Good evening, dear Toastmasters. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Just 1 minute, please. Dear fellow Toastmasters, today my role as a grammarian, I will be paying attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage, and I'll take note of all the improper language and outstanding usages of quotes, verses, and phrases. As a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is simultaneously. The word of the day is simultaneously. It means at the same time. Like for an example, we can say, so Susan was simultaneously talking and dancing. So it is two different actions at the same time. So I request all the role players and speakers to use this word. It's very easy to use this word, and wish each role player and speakers all the best. Over to you, Tia Modi, Shiba Pramukh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Susan Abraham. Now, for general evaluation, we have a dynamic personality who is the division H director and a voracious speaker. Put your hands together to welcome our GE for today,
Good evening, Toastmasters. In this hall as well as sending virtually. As you know, the general evaluator has two specific roles. First of all, he's like a chief judge in a court or in any competition who watches the proceedings of the meeting right from the beginning till the end and submit a report about what went well and what are the ways which can improve upon to improve the quality of the meeting. Second thing is to conduct the evaluation session, and to do that I have seasoned Toastmasters as the evaluators and the grammarian and accountants. So I will submit my report at the end of the evaluation session, and I will be simultaneously noting down the good points as well as the points for improvement. Wishing all a fantastic, fabulous meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM for the explanation. Now, timing is very important for every Toastmasters meeting. To keep timing, we have an ever smiling personality, ever enthusiastic. I asked her about her views regarding the theme of the meeting. She told, always live by example, rather saying others to follow something. Be the person as a doer of the same what you believe. Fantastic thought. Warm welcome, Toastmaster Suguna Ganesh.
A warm good evening to one and all, online members, offline members, and guests who are joined today's meeting. Today, standing before you, Toastmaster Suguna Ganeshan. Today I'll be playing the role of timer. Let me explain my role today. As a timer, I will be timing for prepared speech and table topics, evaluation as well. For the prepared speech session, at the end of 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green, and 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow, and 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red. So there will be a grace period for 30 seconds. So within that, all the speakers are expected to finish their speech. Today we have Toastmaster Cheshire Serian. So he is doing his, he's embarking on his icebreaker speech. Sorry, he's doing his icebreaker speech. So that at the end of 4 minutes, I'll be showing the green, and 5 yellow, and 6 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. So there will be a grace period. It is 30 seconds bout. So within that, he is expected to finish his speech. And table topics, at the end of 1 minute, I'll be showing the green. 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow, and 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red. Again, they have a table topic speech. We have 30 minutes grace period. And evaluation, at the end of 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green, and 2.5 yellow, and 3 minutes red. General evaluated report, at the end of 3 minutes, I'll be showing the green, 3.5 I'll be showing the yellow, and 4 minutes I will show red. There will be a grace period for that as well, 30 seconds. When I called upon, I'll come up with my report. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subina, for the detailed explanation of time. Now, to do the encounter, we have a special personality, the backbone of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, ever enthusiastic, our VP Education Toastmaster Latif Mansoor.
Good evening, one and all. My role as an encounter is to note down the ounce or long pauses taken by the speaker. Why it is important for us to evaluate or to write down these notes is once you are preparing to speak, sometimes you unconsciously use those, what I mean to say, these kind of things spoil the listeners about the speaking fluency. And if we notice once of the speaker how and well they have crafted their speech, just for this little improvement will make the speak more improvement. Yes, I will be called when the general evaluator will call me. I will give my report along with the speaker and the counts of hours and hours made by the speaker itself. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. Toastmaster Latif's view regarding our theme is my thought process. Life is full of paragraphs, chapters, and stories. Let the observer takes to achieve goals. Now, to do the half-master role, we have a personality, a smart, energetic. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sahara Ibrahim to explain her role as half-master.
Thank you very much. Being a heart master, I'll be noting, or I would say I would be listening to all your speeches very keenly, and will be noting down few sentences or will be asking questions accordingly. And when the general evaluator will be called, when he will be calling me, I'll be sharing those sentences and I will be asking you who said it. So you have to unmute yourselves, answer the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahara Ibrahim. Nearly 771 million people lack access to clear water. That is 1 in 10 people on the planet. Women and girls spend an estimated 200 million hours carrying water every day. The average woman in rural Africa walks 6 kilometers every day, about 40 pounds of water. Can you imagine that? With this, we are going to the next session of a Toastmasters meeting, that is prepared speech session. For that, now we have 3 speakers. Now the slide change is there. DTM Anil Kumar D. Devankar will be the third speaker and Toastmaster Chesil Cherian will be the first speaker. Now, our first speaker is Toastmaster Chesil Cherian and his speech will be evaluated by DTM Sunil Thomas. DTM Sunil Thomas, please explain his speech objectives.
Explain.
Yes,
Good evening, everyone. Chesil is embarking on his ice-breaking speech. His objective is, the purpose of the project is to introduce himself to the clerk and learn the basic structure of public speaking. Time is 4 to 6. Self-introduction. Chesil. Very good evening to one and all. Yes, please.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, please come. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, so you are invited to somebody, please.
Yeah, please.
Oh, great, please.
Last time also.
Last time. So once again, thank you for your tour. I hope my time is not starting. Yeah. Club President, respected DTM Maheshwari, and my mentor, DTM Pramod Bose, and all other respected fellow EMs, offline and online. Once again, a very good evening, and guests are here with children. So hope this session will be an inspiring one for you to join Toastmasters Club. Well, my subject here as a prepared speech, self-introduction, as part of my training. Well, my name is Chesil Choria. I'm from India, from the state of Kerala. I born in a village called Ramapuram in a family of 5. I have got 2 siblings, my elder brother, my elder sister, and the younger one. And my mom is blessed and still alive, she's happy. And my father, rather I say my God, left the world 1.5 years ago, which is still haunting me. And when I'm standing in front of you, when I talk about my mentor, my role model, my everything, my goal is my father. So, fine. And I wish my father see whenever I grow, whenever I speak, whatever I do in my life, I hope that he is watching from the heaven. Well, about my education, I have done my graduation, BCom, from MG University, and I have done 3 years of hospitality management in Bihar. I was also a volleyball team member in the college. I was a part of the team when we won the university, inter-university volleyball game. And I came to Kuwait 17 years back. I am here with my family, my wife, and 3 children. Elder son, now in India, he is doing his BCom with ACCA. And the second son is he's studying in 10th standard. The third one is my daughter, she's in 7th standard. This is all about my family. Well, coming to more about me, my passion is always being a social worker. I am associated with many organizations here in Kuwait. I was fortunate enough to join hand with Embassy of India once, I think almost 5-6 years back. I was given an identity card, an ID card from Embassy as an official volunteer for Embassy to help our fellow Indian diaspora here in Kuwait. That made me really, actually, I was into some social organization, let's say the political movement in India, but not here anyway. But that helped me to go ahead with my social work as well as in Kuwait. So, simultaneously, sorry, what else again?
Simultaneously.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do it. Sorry, I'm failing that, and with that pronunciation is very hard. I hope that Madam will accept my mistakes being a beginner at the Toastmasters Club anyway. I will not take that risk again. So, the most change happened in my life being a social worker is that I'm not going to say that I'm not going to boost myself that we have done this and this. Of course, the right hand, what about the right hand, the reference don't know that is what I believe. But whenever we get some message from the people who are benefited, who benefit from us, that that is a motivation to move ahead always in the life. Money will come aside, we are doing a job, of course, that is, money means when the luxury becomes your necessity, you will be greedy always, you will not have enough, of course, you will not have enough money in the life, throughout your life. So I believe that, luxury is not my necessity, That just to move ahead with my family. That's it. To provide the food and education to my family, including me. So what inspired me along with that is social work. When you do something to the fellow human beings, the happiness you get from others' place, those who are helped, those who have been helped, the moment when you see the satisfaction, the happiness from others' place, that gives you more strength to move ahead in your life. So I believe my life, if God gives me health and lifespan to do the same, I will continue the same. And the reason have joined, finally, the reason why I joined the Toastmasters Club, I came to know from many friends that it helps. Actually, the moment when before I joined Toastmasters, honestly speaking, I thought the Toastmasters is like JC, Junior Chamber of India, or kind of this organization, like they provide speechcraft courses, and because I attended speechcraft course also when I was in India as a member of JC, I thought the same pattern. I never knew that it's you have to develop yourself day by day, prepare yourself day by day. I didn't know that actually. I thought there was a training, there was a class, but I'm happy that when I came to know that you have to develop yourself, seeing your role models, brothers, and all, that is more good, I believe now. Instead of somebody teaching you, do this and do that, and teaching from others, learning from others is more beneficial for you, I believe. So I take this opportunity to thank my team members, especially DTM Pramod Bose, to introduce me, to bring me into this club, to join this club. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Can I explain your views about the theme?
Well, when DTM Shiva Prabhu asked me about this today evening, it's my mistake, and she asked me to give some sentences, but I was late from the office. Well, anyway, I thought of Googling. Later I understood that it is like copying while we do some exams, so I stopped it. Then I thought I will say whatever comes in my mind, because, this World Water Day, of course. From our four fathers, we know that the importance of the clean water, and I have experienced in my childhood also. I used to bring water almost from 200 meters from my neighbor. In fact, that was our father's place only. So before going to school, 6 months in a year, we used to bring water from the other house, which is almost 200 meters away. So I know the importance of water. And also from the news, we have come to know that by 2050, some of the countries, island countries, will be vanished away, not in a single day, in vanished away because of the global warming. That too because of the sea level will come up. This is what I heard about. So at the same time, water is coming up. Some other side, the clean water is, we are going to be a scarcity of the clean water. So what I believe that whatever we do will not be any useful. We have to give awareness to the younger generation, especially since we have experienced what is important of the water. We have to give the importance, awareness to the younger generation. The more responsibility goes to the government, especially with every individual. The awareness should be among us, and to spread awareness to the younger generation. There are so many things nowadays, in our country, to get the house license, registration, panchayat rule, we need to show the rainwater harvesting. That all this we have to show. We have to convince panchayat authority to get the license for the house, new houses. Which means government, they are awakened and they are doing something. So it's an optimistic thing anyway. Yeah. So, thank you.
1 minute for the feedback. Please give the feedback for the speaker. For his speech. And also, please give a standing ovation to the icebreaker speaker.
Thank you.
Please collect the feedback.
Yeah. Can Ashwin? Yeah, sure.
Our second speaker is a person joined in Toastmasters in 2019, was VPPR at Bhavan Toastmasters Club in 2019, currently member of 3 clubs, also present Area 30 redactor. His view regarding the theme of the day is everybody wants everyone else change the way he or she wants to be. But the fact is, each one of us are uniquely created. Every day has a different thought process, different behaviors, attitudes, etc. It is easy to judge others or criticize others. Rather than doing that, let us try to be the way we want others to be. If you want others to be more helpful, cheerful, or any other way, let us start to be doing that first. This will help to be less judgmental, critical about others, and will make us more considerate. Put your hands together to welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Jomi Johnson. To evaluate Jomi's speech, we have a Toastmaster, Master Suguna Ganeshan. Please read out the speech of the
Once again, a warm good evening to one and all. My target speaker. Once again, good evening to one and all, and my special good evening to the guests who have joined today. My target speaker, Toastmaster Jomi Stephen, is embarking on his Project 2, Level 2, Understanding his Communication Style. His purpose of the speech project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her own primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Speech title is Communication Styles. Toastmaster Jomi, Communication Styles. Over to you.
Jomi,
Yes.
I will be the timer. I will be the timer.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Communication is the lifeline of any relationship. Communication is the lifeline of any relationship. Quote said by Elizabeth Borgreat. A very good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Every person has a unique communication style, a way in which they interact and exchange information with others. Communication is very important in every relationship, be it in a personal life or professional life. According to this research, there are basically 4 basic communication styles: passive, aggressive, passive-aggressive, and assertive communication. It is important to understand each communication style and why individuals, especially all of us, use them. For example, the assertive communication style has been found to be the most effective because it incorporates the best aspects of all the other styles. When we break down these 4 styles, we'll better understand the characteristics of each style, standard phrases, and what makes them unique. Let me start with the passive communication. Individuals who use passive communication often act indifferently, yielding to others. Passive communicators usually fail to express their feelings or needs, allowing others to express themselves, allowing others to dominate them. Frequently, a passive communicator's lack of outward communication can lead to misunderstanding, anger buildup, and resentment. At the same time, these communicators can be safer to speak when with when a conflict arises because they are most likely to avoid a confrontation or defer to others. Passive communicators often display a lack of eye contact, poor body posture, and an inability to say no. Passive communicators also act in a way that states, people never consider my feelings. They are basically introverts. I just let you know some of the phrases generally they use. I just want, generally in the communication, in the talking, it will come, I just want to keep some peace, or it really doesn't matter that much for me. Another form of communication is the aggressive communication. It's often apparent when someone communicates in an aggressive manner. You will hear it, you feel it, you will even see it. The aggressive communication style is emphasized by speaking in a loud and demanding voice, maintaining intense eye contact, and dominating or controlling others, or shifting the blame on others, criticizing, threatening, or attacking them, or even criticizing them, finding faults in them. Aggressive communicators often issue commands, ask questions rudely, fail to listen to others. But the positive side is they can be considered leaders, and they command respect from those around them. Some of the phrases that they use is, I am right and you are wrong. They try to shift everything to others. It's all your fault. I'll get it no matter what they want. The third type of communication style is passive aggressive style. Passive aggressive communication style usually appears passive on the surface, but within, he or she may feel powerless or stuck, building up a resentment that leads to seething or acting out in subtle or indirect manners. Most passive aggressive communicators would mutter to themselves, murmuring, rather than confront the person. They have difficulty in acknowledging their anger. They use facial expressions. Passive aggressive communicators are most likely to communicate with body language or a lack of open communication to another person, such as giving someone the silent treatment, spreading rumors, backbiting. Passive aggressive communicators, they seem to be cooperative on the outside, but silently they may be doing the opposite. Some of the phrases that these type of communicators use are, it's fine with me, but don't be surprised if someone else get bad at this point, what he said. Or, sure, we can do it your way. He may agree it on the outside, but then he'll be murmuring or muttering to himself. Then comes another form of communication, that's assertive communication. Thought to be the most effective form of communication, the assertive communication style features an open communication link while not being overbearing. Assertive communicators can express their own needs, desires, feelings, and ideas. Also consider the needs of others. Assertive communicators aim for both sides to win a situation, balancing one's own needs as well as the others' needs. One of the keys to assertive communication is using I statements, such as, I feel frustrated when you are late for a meeting, or I don't like having to explain this over and over again. It indicates ownership of feelings and behaviors without putting the blame on others. Some of the phrases an assertive communicator would use include, we are equally entitled to express ourselves respectfully to one another. I respect the right of others. Now, of all these communication styles, what I said, all the four categories, it seems, or it is understood that assertive communication is one of the best ways of communication. Now, I'll dwell into some of the points, how to become an assertive communicator. Understanding how others communicate can be key to getting a message across to them. In order to develop a more assertive communication styles, take ownership, maintain eye contact with the people, learn to say no if you don't like it. Voice your needs and desires confidently. To conclude, the need to communicate in our lives is very important. As parents, we eagerly await to communicate to our child from the time he's a baby. Knowing these different types of communication and how to approach different people with their communication styles will be helpful in our careers. It will be useful for interviews, presentations, and also for public speaking. It is important to note that I am not responsible how others interpret their message, but it is my responsibility to make sure that I deliver my message responsibly and clearly as possible. It is also important as listening to what others say. Listening is also very important. If I want to be understood, I have to learn how to communicate effectively. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Now we have a third speaker. He is a quality assurance professional, ISO 9001 and ISO 22000 consultant and auditor, food safety trainer. Participated as chief judge in over 100 speech contests since 2013, judging club to district level events. Regarding our theme, be the change you want to see in the world. And I quote, he is the person who adopted that quote as a resolution in his life from 2030. Put your hands together to welcome BPM Anil and his speech will be evaluated by Toastmasters Sara Ibrahim. Toastmaster Sara Ibrahim, please read the speech objectives.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. So, DTM Anil Kumar G. Ravankar will be sharing HPL experience, which is high performance leadership experience. This is the capstone DTM project, and it's the final project in his pathway. And moreover, the purpose of this project is to apply your leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project, plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement your plan with the help of a team. So if I talk about the overview, so he will be delivering his second speech, which will be 5 to 7 minutes. And yeah, so select a project to complete with a team of at least 3 other members from a guidance committee and meet at least 5 times throughout the duration of the project. So he successfully have done all these things. So he will be delivering the second speech. DTM Anil Kumar, over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening to all of you. HPL. This word sounds very similar, but for guests, it must be very weird. What is this HPL you're talking about? HPL stands for High Leadership Performance Project. In Pathways Learning Experience, we have 3 HPL projects. The third one, which is the capstone, that is what I adopted for this project. As you are aware, what is the demand of HPL project? The first and foremost demand is for the Toastmaster who is embarking on this project to use his leadership skills and planning skills to implement a great plan. When I adopted the pathways, it happened to be that every year I used to attempt at least 4 to 5 projects, which I believe were HPL. But somewhere down the line, I did not feel that they were a real HPL project, which I really want to do as a leader. And this went on for almost 3 years. Last year, that is 2022, I said, let's make a change. And to make a change, let's begin with us, within me. If that is a change, and if others observe, yes, they may also adopt that change. So what was the change? I said, let's go for a HPL project, which is truly a capstone project in all sense. So I decided to go for organizing 2 division contests. Why 2 division? That was my HPL. To do simultaneously planning and execution for 2 division level contests. And the vision for this project was to plan and organize these 2 division contests in line with DTEC standards. As you're all aware, District Toastmaster Annual Conference is the top conference in the district level. And I was willing to do that. It was very risky at the initial stage. Managing one contest itself is a very tedious job with hundreds of hurdles. And here I was ready to embark with 2 division contests. As we said, it's a HPL project. Once you adopt it, you have to move forward it. The first thing, I had set 3 goals for this project. The first goal was planning of project. The second goal was empowerment of role players and contestants. And the third was execution of the project. Now, as you can all understand, planning of the project is very, very crucial. Unless you have some great, in-depth, meticulously planned project, you cannot expect any great outcome of any project. So the first step was to select a committee who will be guiding me throughout the project. And for that, I selected 3 apt Toastmasters. The first one was Division E Director, Toastmaster Mariam Rangal. The second team member was DTM Pramod Bose, Division H Director. And the third member was also very crucial. He was not under that Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan, who is the ace IT expert. With these 3 people with me, I went ahead with the planning. The first goal, that was the planning of the project. These I had subdivided into 4. The first part of the project was compilation of area contest winners data, followed by selection of key role players, then selection of contest functional role players, and the third was contest agenda data. These 4 tasks came under the goal number 1, that was planning of the project. The second goal, empowerment of role players and contestants. Under this, we had training of the contest functional role players, rehearsal of role players to perfect the task assigned to them, briefing of contestant to every important detail. And the 4th task in this under this goal was mock contest. My third goal was execution of project. For this, we had several mock contests, several trials to ensure that each and every role player, each and every contestant were empowered and they were ready to perform to the best of the abilities. Now, having said that, any project, as you are aware, will not be a smooth ride. You will have hurdles in that. And we had, for the project, anticipated certain hurdles. A few of them I would like to quote. Last moment contestant or role players back out. This is a common scenario we normally have. The second was the selection of role players. As you know, unless you have the right role players with the right knowledge, it's really difficult to pull out a project to its successful value. The third was internet glitches. And for all these three challenges that we were highlighted, we had plan B ready. Overall, this project we implemented, I would not say from my end how successful it was, but we had it from different role players, different audience was present on the contest day. Their feedback was taken and they felt that this contest, both the contests, Division E contest followed by Division H contest, were highly successful, where time management was concerned, where the flow of the contest was concerned, where the accuracy and meticulous execution of the role plays was concerned. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my role players, my guidance committee, for all their encouragement, giving me those tips which were required at that time of planning and at the time of execution of the plan to ensure that the task that was entitled to each and every role player and contestant as well were performed to their best ability, resulting in a successful two contests. Ladies and gentlemen, we often do HPL projects, but to make a successful project, we have a great team with us. Thank you all once again, and would like to hand over the podium back to the Toastmaster of the day, GTM Shiva Pramukh. Over to you.
Now, 1 minute for the feedback.
All the
Diamond speakers are qualified.
yeah.
All are qualified.
All are qualified.
Now voting for the best speaker. Online participants can vote online and physical participants can voting for the best speaker. You can also vote for the best speaker. Write the name of the best speaker. Stephen and ADM Anil Kumar Veeravan.
Five minutes.
Five minutes.
We did not get the online polling.
Yeah, because I did not close it. Can you send out message to Zoom, my personal chat, please?
I will be your mentor.
Latifji, break time?
Yes.
Water break.
Break time, no snacks there.
Yeah, I said all of a sudden, why it became so silent? These days we are watching horror movies. So we are applying, we are applying that everywhere. When there is silent, there must be something horror going to happen. Wow, after a long time, we had a long break. Huh? Good setup. Latifji, good setup. Only you have to do something for that echo.
Equal is not anymore now.
No, but still what happens, the voice clarity is affected because it's bouncing, the voice is bouncing here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe something can be done to reduce that. Otherwise, it's fine.
I'm just going to switch on open the windows.
Yes. Yes, it will work. Yeah.
How is it now?
Yeah, little better.
Because I switched on I opened the windows.
See, it's better. See, it improved.
Now it's better because
Yeah,
I
see,
could not hear
exactly.
TM Cecil before.
Yes, it's better now.
You can listen much better, you know how.
The clarity is better, yeah. Better than before.
So then,
Yeah, clarity is better now.
no, but you can hear much better how you know, right?
What?
You can hear us more better. You know how.
I know.
Table topics has not been started, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. I went in between, that's why. Thank you.
No, not yet started.
Sir, how are you?
Excellent, dear. For our last two contests, there were some leaders from India attending our program.
Last two contests, मतलब division H and
Division E and H, and other some contest here. So they have invited me to do a big training.
Good.
Physical, yeah.
Sure.
On stage. That's no problem. We'll do it.
Good.
So
How's Goa?
Yeah, Goa is fine. I think I'm attending this meeting after almost 1.5 months. Yeah, almost. December we did not attend. December, January, in between, no chance. Yeah.
Welcome back. Now, what are the causes of global water crisis? What are the causes of global water crisis?
Excessive use of water, leakage of water, polluting water.
Pollution is not.
Climate change.
That's rain.
What are the causes of global water crisis? Climate change, natural disasters, war and conflict, wastewater, waterways, lack of international cooperation, or shared water sources. Now, the most interesting session in a Toastmasters meeting is the table topic session. Because conduct table topic session, we have a wonderful Toastmaster, an area director, the singer of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, the principal of Smart Indian School. Put your hands together to welcome.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Very good.
Online lookers. Why this is called as table topic? The session is called as table topic. What can be the reason why it is called as table topic? Once upon a time, when we started table topic, the topics were kept on the table, and the speaker used to come and change the topic from on the table. So as a development, as we progress, we will not keep the topic on the table, but the topics are there in my fist. As we all know that the rules, we are all aware of the rules, but this is one of my projects. I'm doing the fourth pathway. It is team collaboration, and it's a part of a project. My evaluation will be none other than would be DTM Latif Mansur Ali Khan. Right. So I am also evaluated for this. The objectives are active speaking, active listening. So let us listen from the evaluation itself.
Thank you. So this purpose of this kind of projects are normally active listening. Active listenings are those part of world life or real life experiences where we have to be present at that moment when our bosses or maybe our leaders or team leaders, supervisors, they say and we have to comment. And that happens only when we don't know what is coming from the speaker and we are ready to listen. This is one of the great examples which I can always give explaining this project. So today, DTM Mahesh Iyer will be embarking on his level 2 project 3 or level 3 project 2 of active listening. It's an elective, right? It's an elective. It's an elective. It's like, there are many projects where projects where one of them you can select, and this is one of the elective. So purpose statement is for the purpose for the project member to demonstrate his or her ability to listen to what others say. Now, basically what happens is the best form is the member completing this project is practicing active listening at your club meeting, which is today. He or she will be leading as a table topic master. This is what DTM Mahesh is doing. But in addition to what active listening is, in easy words, he is going to express his thought as and when the speaker leaves the podium. So once the table topic master delivers the topic to the speaker, he will listen carefully and then he will share his thought about it. It's not about you could have done this better or that. What about the thought? It's about the thought. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much. How many of us forced to practice many work together? We are all. Every day we are doing it. That is what is simultaneous working. Simultaneously, how many works we can do at the same time? We are all doing every day. We are watching the movie, we are having the dinner, we are in the WhatsApp. 3 works together. We are doing it, right? And we are forced to do it. After Corona and COVID, we are forced to do so many things, but that is what, in a polished way, it is called as multitasking. Nothing but simultaneous working. Let us understand that how many of you are simultaneously listening to me my topic, understanding it, and coming here and then delivering it. The podium is open to everybody. If you are not going to come here, I am not going to leave you. You all know that. As the table topic master, the whiplash is between and calling each and everybody to come to the podium. If you want to read out the topic first, can you do it, sir? I will read the topic first, and then you can come to the podium. Anybody, just give any number between 1 to 10. Any number. Fine? Wow. I always love this program. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Who is going to judge that? It's a universal truth. It's not what is throw off. What is there within? You will come to know within 2 minutes. Let's welcome. The early bird will get a surprise gift. Don't judge the person or the book with its cover. Please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, my table topic is don't judge book with its cover. How many of you agree for this statement? Right? Yes. Why? Why we should not to judge on its cover, on its looks, on its face, on its appearance, on its suits? Because we cannot judge for the inner part of the person or inner part of the book or content, the inner part of the attitude. So there will be many things we could not judge by on his face. Simultaneously, when we judge a person, we should not know what about his background, what about his qualification, what about his kindness, what about his supportiveness, and what is his communication style. This all will come up with his attitudes. So that's why I recommend you all, and we should have to know in him and observe in him and interact with him. Then you can judge as a person. As same way, you read the complete book and write and see the content, how it will be useful for your life as examples of that. So with this, please be with her, don't judge his cover of the book. As a person, don't judge on his face. Be with him and collaborate with him, and make this a team of you, then you can judge this as a person. That will be more supportive and more helpful for each other to go lead the life. With this, over to
My favorite actor is always Amitabh Bachchan. When Reddy was talking here, his face came to me. We have the character of not judging the person by the face. We can talk in English, we can walk in English, we will walk in English. Good way of saying that. You ready? You have specifically pointed out that it is not the right path, it is not the right way to judge any person with his appearance, his or her appearance. Thank you very much. Any other number? Any number? What was that? First one. Something new. Many hands make light work. Many hands make light work. If we work together, we can have any work very easy. That's the meaning of it. Many hands make light work. A work can be made light if many hands are working on it. More tools cannot be used. Exactly. That's what. This is for aiming at them, the guests. You will never get any clues from the Toastmasters this one about table topic. I was motivating them. I also can participate. Okay, come on. Come on. Please come, that's it. See. That's why I gave the explanation also. So many hands make light work. Here, just.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. So the subject, we shortly tell you, it's all about teamwork. Unity is turned the other way around, we can say. So it's a very valid point in our day-to-day life. Be it in our family, be it in our professional life, be it in the social world. Wherever we go, this is the best one we can adopt in our life. For that, what we need to have is mainly to get it from the three-word called equivalent to cancer, that is ego. So get it from the word called ego. So when you walk to you will find so many people, like you will feel that, no. That feeling should be avoided. Nobody is big, nobody is down, nobody is top, nobody is bottom. Everybody equal when you walk through them. So the ego should not be there when you walk through them. And the result will be the fantastic. Some people there, to get the appreciation, to get the credit, they may think that I can do it alone. I don't want others support. But the end result will be no class things or no class cheatings. So always best to get the best result, to get the best satisfaction within you. So always go with the teamwork. That gives a very, very happy moment in life and to have a very best result. I can do. Thank you so much.
Team collaboration itself says that work together because it can be a beginning for reaching some great goals. You have rightly said, T.M. Chessel, it happens in the family too. In the family also, if you have got the ego, let it go here and let it all work together. Thank you very much for opening our eyes. Any other? I'll tell you this topic. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That is some other meaning in that.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Once again, a warm good evening to one and all. An apple a day, it keeps a doctor away. Most of us, we run just behind our work, like our goal, aim, rather concentrating our nutritious diet. We are not taking into the part of the life. Always, every one of us should work on our balanced diet. Like whatever the intake you take, it should include, like most of us knows, like many of us, carbo, protein, vitamins, minerals, and as the topic says, an apple as a part of our vitamin and minerals, we should take every day. Goals are important, tasks are important, family is important, and our professional like work is important. But along with that, we should be able to concentrate on our nutritious intake, because the more you want to run, the long you want to go. There will be a proverb says like I know in Tamil, suvar irundhaldan chitram varaiya mudiyum. Like means you need a wall to draw. So every one of us should concentrate on our health, nutritious diet we should follow. We have to how we are having our own time. The same way we have to plan each and every day meals with nutritious things. Then go for the next day. As how you plan, like as a teacher, how the teacher will plan for their next day class. Okay, this all to be taught, this all to be given to the students, this all to be recalled. The same way, this all I have taken today, this all I have to take tomorrow. So you have to plan your diet. So be well, not only for you, for your family, as well as for like whatever you follow, the best if you derive from that, just recommend for others to also follow. I recommend every day what to take, what to not take, and you also can do it. So as the topic says, to conclude, always include the apple in your diet. That keeps the doctor away. You need not go to the hospital, and have a prosperous and healthy life. Over to you, Toastmasters. Sorry, James.
Thank you very much for opening again our eyes, because it is not about the apple. It is because of having a nutritious diet. We always say that take every day one apple, the doctor will get away. No. Apple here represents a nutritious food. Thank you very much. Next is, change is the only word which never changes. Change is the only word which never changes. Any takers? Yeah. Change is the only word which never changes.
Change is the only word which never changes. I don't agree with this. But there are some things which also will never change. For example, love. Your love towards your mom, your love towards your spouse, towards your children will not change. Whatever be the situations, it will be the strong, right from the beginning till the end, even there with you or sometime, even after their death also. Your love towards them will not change. For example, today, T.L. Churchill, during his speech, remembered his father. He is a guiding light for him. Even after his father's death, he still remembering that love, that passion. The bonding is still there. So love will not change. You love someone, you will be there till the end, even after their death. So this quote, change is the only thing which will not change. If you take it a different way, we can say that it will happen in our life. So we need to be ready for accepting the changes with a positive attitude, always. Ready to observe things which happens in our surroundings, whichever place we are in our workplace, in our home, wherever we are, and try to learn the good thing from one another, and try to improve ourselves, try to help others to grow and chase their dreams. So, changes can happen, but doesn't mean that all the things will change every time. No, something will change naturally. Otherwise, human beings wouldn't have developed like this. Sort of development happened. When we were children, there were bullock carts, mainly. Now in our area, I couldn't see any bullock carts in Kerala, for example. Instead of that, now there is cars and many cars and other things. So one example I was telling. So that's for good for development. So always be open your heart, but the relationships, let those relationships will be warm as usual, and those you grow in those relationships. That's a message I want to give you.
Great. How smoothly it was objected. I don't accept this as the proverb. Thank you very much. Again, opening our eyes. All the proverbs cannot be accepted by anyone. Change cannot be changed. That again depends upon your perspective to look at the proverb. Thank you very much. The signal came from the PMOD that stopped. It stopped. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let us go for the best speaker of table charts. Timer report. All are qualified?
All are qualified.
As usual. All are qualified. So let us go for voting. The best speaker. The speakers' names are
TM Kondal Reddy, TM Chesil Cherian, TM Suguna, DTM Pramod.
Who else? Three speakers, isn't it?
four of them.
Thank you, Vidya Maheshaya, for that wonderful tabletop session. You know, every day, 800 children die from dirty water due to diarrhea caused by poor water. Can you imagine that? Daily, 800 children. Now we have the third session in a Toastmasters meeting, that is evaluation session. To conduct that evaluation session, we have DTM Pramod with us. Put your hands together. Our general evaluation for today, DTM Pramod.
Thank you. Good evening once again, dear Toastmasters, online and offline. With the change you want to see in the world, the theme of the day, let's see how the speakers perform today and how they will improve their speeches next time from the suggestions by the evaluators. Today, the first speech, the icebreaker speech by Toastmaster Chesil, will be evaluated by Toastmaster DTM Sunil Thomas. I invite DTM Sunil Thomas to the podium.
Good evening, all offline and online listeners, Toastmasters and guests.
Let me on the time. Sorry. Everyone can get it. Sorry.
So I have to congratulate Chesil for a wonderful self-introduction speech. The only motto of Chesil was to introduce himself and start a speech. It was done wonderfully by Chesil. You did a very good background of your home. You told about your father, your mother, you wrote in your wife, your children. So you told us what you are and your interest in your hospitality. You studied hospitality and later you moved to social work. And you started to see people's happiness. You started to help people and see how happy they are. So this is what people need. In your first speech itself, you've given us the big gesture or big things you are going to offer for us in the future. Well done. So let me congratulate you in a few things. Even though it is not my first, I should not say so many things. Your speech was well structured. You actually did a homework for giving a structured done. Your English was good, even though you was struggling with simultaneous word, but still your English was good. You were great with that. You have a good voice. You can control your voice in very good manner, so that you can go in the voice is an asset for you. And overall, totally, and overall your speech was very good. And my suggestion to you is, however this way, the first speech we have no comments. You can keep the red. The next speech onwards, don't keep this paper with you. The one you had with you. You had a paper with you. Just don't you mention the name of the just know the agenda people. Okay, if you have any paper in your hand, because you have to have your hands, both the hands, Yes, it's very short. So when you keep one paper in hand, your only one hand was so that is one thing I want to tell you. And please do research, please do well background work, do a wonderful speech in the future. All the best for you in the coming.
Thank you very much, DTM Sunil Thomas. Now, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Johnny John Stephen, we have our dynamic evaluator, Toastmaster Suguna Ganesha on the podium. Please come.
A warm good evening to one and all, and my special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Johnny Stephen. You started with a quote which emphasizes on communication. You repeated the quote twice. That grabbed everyone's attentions into this platform. Because like very few of us, maybe in some other world, due to their situation, circumstances, maybe work pressures, but you broke all those pressures and all those situations and grabbed everyone's attention by repeating your quote twice. That was a nice strategy you have used in your speech. Two things I loved in your speech. The passes you took was meaningful. After each and every style, you took a meaningful pass. That made all of us understand what the content you spoke about. That was a nice and very good manner you delivered. And the phrases the second one is the phrases you have used to emphasize on each communication style. That is assertive, passive, aggressive, and aggressive. Like each and every phrases you used to emphasize on all the styles was really appreciable. There is a room for improvement for a speaker of your caliber. You could have worked on some examples, maybe the situations you have come across, to emphasize on each communication style. Or you might have heard from that you could have given examples. I personally felt. And you could have used some emojis or the pictures to emphasize on each communication style. I personally felt, but it wasn't well presented speech, but what I felt is, I'm just sharing with you. To conclude, you grabbed everyone's attention, you explained and demonstrated well, you took meaningful passes, the phrases you used was awesome. Overall, it was a well narrated and very good speech. It was meaningful, and overall, you met an objectives, and you ended with that, which type of communication style you are under. So you concluded with that, and your conclusion, narrating, summarizing overall your speech was awesome. Overall, it was a nice and wonderful speech. We really enjoyed it and understand that different communication styles. All the best to you, and all the best for your future projects. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Suguna. Now we have a dynamic Toastmaster who's attending the meeting today online. Always ready to take up any roles. Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim is going to evaluate DTM Arul Kumar Devan's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim.
Thank you very much. Before starting off my evaluation, I would like to request or ask even my target speaker if he allows that, because he told me that it was a 360-degree evaluation as well. So if I give like an in-depth evaluation, I will just—
You may go ahead. You may go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
So you won't mind, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. All right. So first of all, DTM Anil Kumar, I would like to congratulate you for coming this far and embarking on this challenging elective project, which was not just elective, it was a high performance leadership project. Taking up a role in successfully completing the desired task is a great achievement itself. So the good aspect was that when you talked about the asset of a successful meeting, like role players, where they were like important, I would say, yeah. So you talked about the role players and how, like, why they're important. So it gives us like a concrete, rational with thought-provoking explanations as well. So it was something great. When you talked about, yes, So when you were talking about the vision, so there were 3 visions you talked about. So how about you could, incorporate the hand gestures like 1, 2, 3. So, and minimizing the pace. Um, and where, moreover, for me, it was like difficult to understand because your pace was a little fast that time. And then you talked about subdivisions. So there were contest, agenda, and all that thing, all those stuff. But I would just like to add on something like there were also goals and hurdles. So how about you, for making a crystal clear understanding for the audience, you might have created a PowerPoint presentation. This is what my take on to this, because I think although you had that meaningful pauses, but still it was difficult for the audience to understand all those things in one go. Where the audience, I would also like to highlight one thing. It where the yeah, because the spoken words elicited were like wonderful, but if you could have made the PowerPoint, it would even be easier for you. This is what my understanding is. I've written somewhere, you just not successfully worked hard for this project, but I would say you simultaneously put your heart and soul to deliver this project, because you have didn't made the PowerPoint. If you had made the PowerPoint, you would just read and go through it sequentially, and it will be even more understanding for the audience. So this is what my take on to your project is. In my perspective, it would have been even easier. I have already discussed it. Moreover, when you talked about Plan B, like we were ready, and so how you managed to execute the Plan B, you haven't talked about it. You talked about Plan B, but you couldn't, you just said we were managed to execute the Plan B, but how? And where you talked about hurdles and challenges, so how you came across, or how you overcame those challenges and hurdles. I think this was, if you could have highlighted those points, it would have even made more, it would have added more value towards speech. And last but not the least, all in one, it was a wonderful project which shows how your determination, hard work, and sincerity towards Toastmasters community. I wish you best of luck for your future projects, and keep doing these in-depth projects, because it shows how far you like it. You just stand out a little ahead from everyone. So thank you very much, sir.
Abraham joining online. Over to Toastmaster Susan and Abraham.
Good evening, Toastmasters, and all guests who are online and offline. Great to meet you all. It was a great session today. You can hear me? Hello?
Yes, TM Susan, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can.
It's okay now? Can I?
Yes.
Again, good evening, all of you. Great to be in the meeting today. And it was a great session, great speeches, and a great speech by TM Chessel. The word of the day was simultaneously, which means at the same time. It was used by TM Chessel, DTM Anil Kumarji Revankar, DTM Mahesh Iyer, TM Kondal Reddy, TM Zahra Ibrahim. If I missed, these are the ones who I heard them using this word. It was a very easy word to be used. So the word of the day is for each one of us to learn where it can be used, and it has a very easy meaning. It can be used as a part of our daily conversation. Improper usage, I didn't find many. There was one word I would like to highlight. It is pause. It's not pause. were many good usage. The saying which Jomi said, communication is a lifeline of any relationship. I found many good usages of words like glitches, crystal clear, meticulous, guidance, emphasize, strategy, awesome, hurdles and challenges stand out. So in these meetings, we should come out with new words where even the new members can learn new words and where and how we can use it in our communication. Thank you for this opportunity and all the best to all the role players and all the team members. Thank you. Over to you, TMO, General Evaluator.
About all the evaluators and grammarian qualified?
No. DM Zara took 3 minutes 38. Then DTM Sunil took 5 minutes 56 seconds.
5 minutes?
Sorry. Give me a minute. 1 minute. Give me a minute.
Will disqualify the time?
No. 1 minute. No. Except TM Zara and grammarian all.
Grammarian?
Grammarian all.
How much time?
1 minute 47.
It's okay.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
30 seconds down.
Zara took 3 minutes 38 seconds.
Only of Zara is not.
Rest all evaluators.
Unluckily.
Rest all evaluators.
Yeah. So there are 2 evaluators. DTM Suraj Thomas, Suguna Ganesh and Susan Abraha.
Okay, so I'm disqualified. Can I ask something for the evaluation, from the evaluation?
You don't have to, you take the disclaimer, no? Lastly, you don't have to say, I'm sorry, I apologize.
I can't hear. You're on mute. There. मुझे लाइट बंद कर दो बेटा.
So as I said it first, my role is to observe and ums during the speakers who have come, use the podium and delivered us message. Why we are insisting on this and is because the speaker has a message to deliver, and there are listeners who are, each and every one are giving their 5 to 7 minutes to your speech. So it has to be so rhythmic, so smooth that your message is delivered and someone over here takes a message home. Please forgive me, Toastmasters, I love your voice. It is so strong, it is so powerful that it made the entire speech another level. The only thing which I did not feel comfortable was the sentence formation. Had there was no I and ums, you did not pause an extensive time, but the formation was little questionable. Had it like I went there and then I went over there, then I got it over there, I had 5, these things could have been eliminated and made it a good, wonderful sentence. When you came to express your theme about the meeting, that time I found you were lost with words. When you were sharing your life story, it was amazing. When you were sharing about the theme, you used few R's and R's. Similarly, Toastmaster Jomi, he had a lot of repetition of words. For example, whenever he used that transition of one style of speaking communication to the other, he fumbled a bit. Had it a little bit of more practice, maybe it would be solved. Way ahead, DTM Anil had nothing. Toastmaster Condon Reddy had nothing with the table topic. I found a little bit of and ums when it came to Toastmaster Subina. It had a lot of aggression in the speech. She was ready to deliver what people are, what the speaker is ready to speak about the evaluation. Had it a little bit of consciousness of speaking with the pause, would have removed those R's and R's. Rest all.
She used more source.
Yeah, you used so much source. Yes, I forgot one. Reminded me of source. DTM Zara, your evaluation of 5 seconds would have been saved had you not used too many, had it, maybe. So you would have made that to qualification for the best evaluation actually. DTM Promo was, as ever, all aware of the speaking style, all aware of how he has encouraged with his messages to the audience. Toastmaster of the day used few R's and Ums, but it was all amazing today. Have more practice. Look at the videos for this Toastmaster. It's done. Now I'm doing VP education. Look, time for the VP Toastmaster live. We have go to Toastmaster, Bhavan's Toastmasters page. You can see our recording. You can see your recording yourself and evaluate. Thank you very much. Back to General Evaluation.
Thank you. Now we have the Hearts Master, Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim. Over to you, Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim.
It was the grammar.
No, she's fine.
Am I audible and visible? I think it's too dark, right? Yeah. Can you switch on the light, please? Okay. So, apologies first of all from my end because as you all know, it's Ramadan and I was because in the morning we had the contest, it was the day contest actually, and I'm getting a lot of scoldings from my mom, from my elder sister. So in between, I had to rush outside and then inside. So I have missed few things as well. So apologies for that. I might not do justice to this role, but still. So who came to Kuwait? There was a first speaker and he talked about coming to Kuwait. So dash years back. He came to Kuwait dash years back.
13 years back.
How many years back?
70 years back.
17.
13.
17.
Yes, wonderful. 17 years back. By passion, he is dash. The first speaker. By passion, he is a dash.
Social worker.
Wonderful. Yes. So criticizing, threatening, attacking. Which communicative style it can be? Like it comes in which communication style? He talked about criticizing, threatening, attacking.
Aggressive.
Yes. I am right, you are wrong is the example of which communicative style he told us. He told to the audience. I am right, you are wrong.
Passive aggressive.
Yes. So, how many leadership styles we have? We talked about communication styles, right? So, 4. Can anyone name 3 of them?
Assertive, aggressive, passive, aggressive, passive.
Different. Yes. ownership of feeling without blaming others is a dash type of communication style. Ownership of feelings without blaming others. Okay. The extra filler words used by TM Zahra, mentioned by TM Latif were dash. So can anyone tell?
So we have
So yes. So okay, wonderful. So dash. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, TM Latif.
You use plan B a lot.
Can be a lot. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So one more thing. Yes. So DTM Mahesh, the project was dash. It was dash listening.
Active listening.
Active listening.
So I have seen the green light and I'm good to go. Thank you very much. Over to you. The evaluator.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Amazing, amazing.
Now it's a general evaluation, and the time as per agenda is 3 to 5 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. So, general evaluator. Today the meeting started well, but bit late, 3 minutes late. So, agenda is a beautiful agenda. When I look at the heading itself, it's showing 263 meeting number. That's a great achievement. That's all we have in each other. And the timing 5:45 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I think it's a mistake. It should be like 8 o'clock only, you know, why you want to 8:30? And put the agenda is in that sequence. Let's end up in 8 o'clock. It can be maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes delay, but let the agenda it will be 8 o'clock. And I like to see a 10 minutes break because the break time is able to interact with each other. That time you will the bonus classes. And master of the day introduced everyone, introduced the topic well, confused about what is the today. Theme of the day. Is it with a change you want to?
I understand the World Water Day, right?
World Water Day is the International World Water Day.
Yeah, but see, the be the change in the world is like a vast topic. But the more trust was given to the World Water Day. So I would suggest be very clear in the selection of the topic. If you want to say that be the change in the world, do that. It's a large spectrum. Otherwise, specifically say World Water Day. The TM Modi spoke more about the World Water Day. No, isn't it? Then there is one suggestion for improvement. The timer was a little bit, while explaining the time, rules was had a couple of slips, table topics, 30 minutes grace period, it's not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. And it's a slip, be very careful. 30 seconds. And G is time 3 to 4 minutes, it's not 3.5, 4 minutes, it's not. In the agenda it is 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, we explain well. And the speakers, 3 amazing speakers, all of us can give a lot of applause for just a came here a speech without much preparation. It was a spontaneous speech, like an extended table topic. You know, it was. He beautifully spoke. Congratulations, Toastmaster Chesin. Then our Toastmaster Joe Mitchell is now a very senior Toastmaster. I would love to see him in the physical body rather than passively attending from the virtual thing, because I could see that his camera was not, you know, when you are in the virtual podium, it should be visible from your base on the go. It was like a half, and in the flow of the speech was like the one pattern, you know. And I also wanted to see some examples from his speech, different types of speech, from life stories or something, some character he would have brought in. So like that. So DJ Manan Kumar did a season Toastmaster. I think he had some internet issues, otherwise it was a very good speech. Overall, the evaluators did a very good they evaluated well, and DTM Mahesh Iyer, beautiful topics he selected during our table topic speech, and some suggestions for improvements. Break 5 minutes. TMOD was, I think, suggests to have a physical agenda. TMOD is a very important role. To have this agenda with your hand in your hand, rather than scrolling through the mobile, sometimes it distracts also. So it is better to have the agenda. And the guests were not introduced, even though they came in between the meeting, could have introduced, the guests should have been introduced. And our counter wrote it beautifully, but our counter itself is the name itself is a counter. Counter. So our counter, whoever takes the role should be very careful. They need to speak much, but count the number of hours, repetitive words, unnecessary pauses. Say that DKM program use now 3 hours today. Or control lady use 10 hours and 2 pauses and repetitive words and or this. So those are the things. Central structure and role is the duty of the grammarian to evaluate basically. Our primary role is to evaluate, to count the number of hours and repetitive words. And also overall the meeting was done well. I would like to see more people, more Toastmasters attending the meeting physically, especially the people who are nearby. Sitting in Delhi. Over to you, the table, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Ditya Pramukh, for the wonderful demo evaluation. Coming to the theme, how can we solve water crisis?
I just think you're changing the word.
Yeah. By sustainable water management, reclaimed water, pollution control, and better sewage treatment, awareness and education. How can we take part to solve this problem? Yeah.
Use little as possible.
Delicious use.
And reuse also. Reuse.
Yeah.
It's also now.
Plantation.
Reduce usage of water, proper maintenance of taps, save water.
Say what?
Yes. So, be the change you want to see in the world. Let us conserve water for future generation and make the world a better place to live. With this, I'm handing over the podium to our president. And now, voting for the best role player.
We cannot hear you.
Said, thank you very much for taking the show to another level, even though the theme was changed.
But we maintain that.
You maintained that change.
Yeah.
That change was maintained. That's good. Right. So I would call upon the guests for the feedback. You can give your feedback because we should take time for it.
We are many.
The second feedback, right?
Yeah, good evening all. Good evening. Yeah. See, last Saturday, I came to know about this speech contest organized by you.
Yeah.
So actually my intention is to make my children watch this kind of program. So it is beneficial. Slowly, gradually they can benefit. Not only for them, everyone goes to attend here. And here, I'm sorry to, today when I attend here, I'm sorry to come to names. One is Ravi sir and one is Nair sir. So it is very useful for kids. So they can achieve something. That was my intention. Actually, I am afraid. I am fearful getting standing in front of anyone. And when I came last time, this Nair sir, so we were staying apartment building, and now I don't know Chelsea sir. Remember, we attended a computer course in 2007. And I have many times I have seen in many stages. He is a very high profile figure in our Kerala community also. This is and so it is interesting, nice, amazing things to watch everyone. Thank you.
Any kids want to come to the stage and speak now? Oh, you are interested in Gavel's club, right? You have what? So many Gavel's clubs.
It's a training now.
Come. Just introduce yourself.
They were naming class. You have to have the opportunity. Name class and stay on. Name class and which I know the company. Which class?
Just introduce yourself, sir. Just introduce yourself. Where are you from? What is your name?
Name and
Come on, fast. I noticed so much of hesitation to come to the podium. You are going to change now. Yes. Okay. Now speak about it.
About myself, my name is Anna Wilson, and I'm in 8th grade, going to be in 8th grade, and coming to see this program was a wonderful. Even though my father's intention was to make us see this, I think he works hard, and I think it's a very good intention. And I came along with this to see this, and I'm very happy that this Toastmaster is there, and I'm really great to see.
She's shivering and we also had like this women. Okay. We were like this. Huge round again. Good, very good. Try to join for the Gavel Club and we will make you a good speaker. Right? Yeah. So we have got the Gavel Club. It runs in the alternate Saturdays. So she is in charge for it. We have children is in charge for it. Well, Gavel Club number. Okay. You can take it and get to that. Fine. Certain things left. Announcements. I would like to call upon the SAA on the very good. That also is good. That also is good.
Fellow Toastmasters, once again, good evening, everyone. So I want to remind you a few announcements about the Toastmasters International and District 20 activities are going to come up within the next month and couple of month after. And before that, I want to congratulate our VP membership, Vice President membership. I want to congratulate and close to her and to doing a great job and doing 100% renewals and before the due date. So this is one of the great achievement as Bhavan Toastmaster Club in District 20 as leading as and top 10 clubs in the District 20. This once again is a great people for having such a great achievement. And with that, so I want to have few suggestions with the permission of the President Club. So we need to actively have some club excom meetings. So this is we are lagging up. The starting of in this club as an ex-president of the club, I am suggesting to that. So please keep the excom meetings actively and take the initiatives from there. So how we want to grab the attention of our members, in-house members, how to make them to busy into club activities. So this is one of the very good make initiation for that to them and to take into the club meetings to use of their knowledge and their skills. We all came here to improve our soft skills. So with everybody, you have some soft skills and she has some soft skills. Even we are having different soft skills. So we are, as all 20 members or 25 members, to make this all soft skills in one bucket and pick whichever whom you want those soft skills. There is a great learning and great improvement ourselves, so that we need to have some improvement in our things. So this is my suggestion, and as well as we are all great going. I hope, and also I will congratulate BDN Mahesh Iyer to making the club 10 out of 10 So this all as a teamwork. So it's obviously it's the great work is going on, but as Bhavan's legacy, we need to continue that as we are top of the district. So that we want to improve with our external involvement in the club activities.
Definitely.
So with that, so I take it and today's announcements for the
Announcements.
best speakers.
Speaker is TM Chisel. And best table topic speakers, DTM Pramuji. And best evaluator goes to DTM Sunil. Yes. And the best role player goes to DTM Bravo. Congratulations, all the sashes. The spelling of this material is called as SACHET, but the pronunciation is sash. Right? Just listen to this, understand this pronunciation also for the new word, sash. Right? It's like a chef, it is sash. All the guests and all the people who are over here, please join for a group. And guests are supposed to come first. There is a sash for the guests also. All the four, we will keep all the four together. We'll take this down. Let them hold it. Yeah, very good. Can you move that side? Yeah. Nice beginning. Good. This is how you're supposed to hold it.
Now, can
One and fair one,
Please, everybody, jump.
Who will take? Selfie?
Just to give people.
Can you sit it down?
They're moving.
Everyone don't do after the break.
Yeah.
Wait. Doctor? What's up?
Oh, directly into WhatsApp. The clarity is different, right?
Yes, clarity is different. See, expert. Yes. Okay. Cheers, smile, moments to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One more. Modi. Great. Thank you. So, just all
can you just?
Yeah.
The role will be.
We have to change the position.
No, you can go and do this.
Like this is we're doing.
Yeah, but-
Yeah.
Let's go. Just change. Yeah. That's it.
Why you don't do it?
No, I'm hiding it.
Ready?
That's so. Thank you. The meeting is.
So, general feedbacks.
Feedback.